Thank you for watching. If you like my content, I would love for you to support my Patreon page. Starting as low as $3 per month, you can contribute to my media. Contributions allow me to upgrade equipment and more time to dedicate to bring you up-to-date videos and merchandise. Click the link below in the description to get started today. And again, thank you so much for supporting me all these years.
I am that dude so pippin' what's crackin'. General on deck, so salute me, Captain. Never mind the hottest on the radio, sucker case, the dumbest on the beat. I'm a bad mother. I rock the mic when I step on stage. Still that nigga, leave the crowd in the daze. Barefoot at me, I can tell they amazed. The ones that can't outdo me are the ones that hate. I move the crowd like someone sprayed mace. Put me on blast, I'm heading straight to your face like what? I thought so. You don't know I spit that hard geometry, that's why I'm beast mode.
I really didn't want to talk about this. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm just not really feeling this whole thing going on right now with everything with this Cosby situation. But I feel like I need to talk about this because this is something that's kind of bothering me a little bit. And so W. Kamau Bell has a series coming out. I saw the trailer called We Need to Talk About Cosby. I guess it's at the Sundance Film Festival or something. I'm not sure. And basically it's a 4-hour documentary. 4 hours. That's in-game 2.5 times. Talking about things that we already know about Dr. Cosby. Okay. Now, allegedly this was in the works before he got out of jail. And I guess this was something that they were going to do anyway. But apparently, you know, he got out of jail, so they had to kind of change things up. This is basically me, my feelings on everything. I mean, you can feel the way you want to feel. I feel like we as a country have attached ourselves to all things sexual assault wise, and it's to the point now where people are using sexual assault issues to get rich off of. It's not even a situation of, and I know that sounds insensitive, and let me explain. There's a particular woman that's involved in this. She actually played on the Cosby Show, and she just came out with allegations against Bill Cosby herself. Now, I have a motto when it comes to sexual assault, and I've always had this motto. Even before Me Too got popular, my motto is believe the victim, but investigate the assailant, the alleged assailant. Look into the case. I only say that because I was once a victim of lies when it came to sexual assault. I was actually told, someone actually, basically it was a situation I was trying to get my daughter. She was in foster care. It was a long story. I actually planned on doing a video to explain that situation, but her mother had did some stuff. She got put in foster care. I couldn't find her. When I finally found them, it was already too late. You know, Kansas laws don't really shine for men as much as they do for women when it comes to child custody, but allegedly, you know, I was getting things done and my daughter was coming to visit. She was loving it. Everything was cool. And then all of a sudden, each week, accusation would come up until a point where visitation stopped because it was alleged that I had sexually assaulted my own daughter. But I think everyone knew it was bullshit because the story was she said that I sexually assaulted her with carrots and celery. Like basically, I took the carrots and celery and I was touching her with carrots and celery. And I don't know about you guys, but up until recently, the only time I bought celery was when I was cooking, like for like Thanksgiving stuffing and stuff like that. I don't like carrots like that. And if I do buy carrots, I buy shredded carrots or things like that. I don't buy whole carrots. I'm not a damn rabbit, so. But anyway, my daughter is 22 years old now, and she will tell you that all that was bullshit just for them to get her. And they did get her for a little bit, but then once they realized that my daughter wasn't going to be the pretty princess they thought she was, they got rid of her. We had to go rescue her, and to make long story short, it was all bullshit. So I know that people have the capacity to lie about sexual assault. I don't want people to pretend like it's not possible. It is very possible for someone to lie about sexual assault. Men, as of late, have been getting released because of lack of evidence in sexual assault cases. So it's happening. It's happening. So now that's not to say that women aren't sexually assaulted, because one is too high. Whatever 1% of women is too high, let alone whatever percentage it is. I didn't do the research. This is all freestyle, so you have to forgive me. But 1% is too much. No woman should ever be subjected to that type of sexual assault. But at the same time, no man should be subjected to that type of ridicule either, because nowadays it's better to be accused of murder than it is for sexual assault. I would rather somebody accuse me of murder than any type of sexual assault. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally the deterrent. If a woman even hints that, like, if I'm on Facebook and a woman says I'm being creepy because I'm in her inbox, that's the red light. I'm deleting, I'm blocking. I've actually had women that would say that, and then when I'm somewhere in my life and they want to be a part of it, then all of a sudden they got their friends inboxing me. Because what I do is, like, if I'm on Facebook or any social media and a woman's saying I'm being creepy, I immediately block them, delete them, block them. I don't want nothing to do with them, because my thing is, okay, I'm taking the steps to move away from you. I'm taking the steps to get you out of my life. You know what I'm saying? But when shit starts popping, like, for instance, I started doing my podcast, and I said there's this one female, I'm not going to say her name, that she actually accused me of being creepy or whatever, but she saw that shit was moving for me. Then all of a sudden she wants to start hitting me up, and she's going through my friends saying, hey, tell him to hit me up. And I'm like, tell her that she needs to go on and make a public post saying that I ain't creepy and I ain't did nothing to her. And she's like, oh, that was a long time ago. Don't nobody remember that? Yes, they do. I get, people, every now and then I hear about it all the time. So, ladies, you have a very powerful voice now. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the 1950s where rape allegations were going under the rug. You know what I'm saying? It's much better now. Men are literally going to jail for rape allegations without no evidence whatsoever. That's where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? I really don't understand where the thoughts of anybody, where anybody feels that that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? It's like, literally, like, there's actually a guy in not Wichita, but that literally went to jail for rape and in Kansas, and this dude literally was in jail. There was no evidence. There was nothing to even suggest that he did anything. It was just her word against his. There were even people that were like, hey, people that were saying, hey, they weren't back there long enough for anything to happen. They literally went back there and they came back. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, it was an ongoing thing. It was like literally a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people need to understand that this can happen. I think this could happen. It's literally a situation where people are these things are getting overturned. You know, Albert Wilson, Kansas KU student, was his rape case was dismissed after he served time in jail. I think it was like a year or two for allegedly raping a girl, and there was no evidence. It was her word against his, and they believed her word. I'm pretty sure her being white helped, but you have to understand that this is not a joke at all. So going back to Cosby, I believe Mr. Cosby cheated on his wife. I believe that I'm pretty sure she believes it, and I'm not saying that he didn't. And I'm not saying that, I don't even want to say that maybe he didn't give some drugs to a woman. But here's the thing though. How many times have you ever been in a situation where you've been getting high, drunk with a woman, and you've had sex with her? Ladies, how many times have you been high, drunk with a man, and you've had sex with him? You know what I'm saying? I have a rule. I have another rule. If she's not 100% with it, you need to be 100% against it. If you want to have sex with a woman and she's like, nope, don't do it. Don't even persuade her. Like, it needs to be an outstanding yes and not, or you need to give her outstanding no. I need to know for sure that you want this. You want to have sex. I need to know 110%. At least 100%. But 110% would be much better. I need to know beyond the shadow of a doubt that you want. I'm actually kind of conditioned, and I've actually lost a lot of women to this, to where I barely make the first move when it comes to sex. I don't do the whole, it's really affecting me personally. Because I don't want to ever be put in a position where a woman's saying I raped her. So I don't make the first move. I literally let the woman pull my pants down, or I let her pull my shit out, and it goes from there. You know what I'm saying? I don't do, and it's a fear. I don't want, because my thing is like, yo, you didn't want it, you pulled my shit out. You the one who put the condom on. Like, I lie. I don't like how it feels when one put a condom on me, but shit, I tell them, put the condom on. Okay, she put the condom on, and she thinks she's doing something. I'm just like, and then before we have to have sex, I make sure it's on tight and everything's cool. But I don't know. Like, I go through extreme lengths just so there's beyond no doubt. If she says stop, I'll literally get up. I'll get up and I'll move away from her. I actually had a situation where a woman, I did that, where I was having sex with a woman, and she said, hold up. And I jumped off of her. She said, why'd you do that? I said, oh, I thought I was doing something wrong. She said, no, I just had a cramp in my leg. And I was, oh, and she looked at me, she said, are you okay? I said, no, I'm cool. Because that's how I am. That's me personally. And I know a lot of people are like, man, you're going too far. But would you rather me go too far? Or would you rather me be somebody's name, another name in the media for sexual assault? You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. This is why I don't understand. I don't, and it's hard. I don't trust any, I'm in a relationship now, and me and my girl, we talk about this type of stuff, and we actually, she agrees with me and feels like no man should feel like that. No man should feel like he, and then, but, you have women talking about, well, you should be able to read the signs. No, we can't read your signs. Every woman is different. Some women, I've met women that like when men take advantage of them. Like, one of my homegirls, she said her husband, she said, my husband doesn't have to ask for it. As long as I'm not sick, I could be dead in my sleep. When my husband lifts my leg up and goes inside of me, it's his. Then I have another homegirl who, her and her husband have set nights, and she has to be in the mood for it. Every woman is different. No woman has the same set of rules. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, we would have figured it out a long time ago. Now, I'm not saying that Cosby didn't do something crazy. I believe drugs were involved. You understand, this is the 60s. Drugs were a heavy thing. Motherfuckers taking LSD, pills, acid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk about drugs too. Like, everybody likes to bring up the whole, well, he was talking about giving women Spanish fly. Do you realize there's movies out there that were made by white men where they talk about give her some Spanish fly, she'll love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff was out there. This is like, you do your research. There's like movies, there's like all types of shit that goes on out there. Like, rape culture is not just with men, it's with women as well, especially when it comes to women taking advantage of young boys. Look at American Pie, the first one. Stifler's mom, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a movie called The First Turn On that literally has teenagers fantasizing about sleeping with older adults. You know what I'm saying? It's called The First Turn On. MC Lyte has a song where she's bragging about messing with young boys. It's called Old Enough for What or something like that. You know what I'm saying? High Five. They got a song called Just Can't Handle It. I was only 16. She was 25. Bro, I'm telling you. I even go as far as to say Aaliyah, rest her soul, liked older dudes. I've never seen her with a dude her age. Ever. Even when she was young. R.Kelly, yeah, that's gross, but she was also around X. She was around Genuine, Jay-Z, Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? Then Ghostface Killer recently came out. You know, well, Raekwon came out in his book and said that Aaliyah and Ghostface Killer were dating at one time. So you got to understand, like, look at the movie Belly. There was a whole scene where Vita played a young girl who had said she was too young to fuck him, but she sucked his dick. So that's what I'm saying. But as far as Cosby goes, my biggest thing with Cosby is he's 84 years old. Even if they get something to take him back to trial, he's not going to jail. If he goes to jail, it's going to be like a minimum security hospital. This dude's like pretty much blind and out of it. You know what I'm saying? He's not 100% there. This isn't the Cosby 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? This is an old man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for Kamal Bell to come out with this documentary, to me, it doesn't feel genuine. It feels like it's a money grab. Because that's where all the attention is now. It's either politics or it's some type of something that has to do with sexual assault, because there are women out there who are victims and they want some type of something that they can attach to and be like, okay, this isn't okay. And I totally get it, ladies, and I don't want nothing like that to ever happen to any woman ever again. You know what I'm saying? But y'all have to understand, there are some people who are using your misery and your pain just to make some money. Surviving R.Kelly was a fucking money grab. That wasn't nothing to it wasn't nothing to help you at all. They won an award off of it. I want y'all to look up, see how much money Surviving R. Kelly donated to rape culture, to like the Lifetime donated to rape, anything rape, like sexual assault victims, traffic victims. See how much money they donated from Surviving R. Kelly to that. I want y'all to look at that. Look that up. It's not there because it doesn't exist. They made their money. They gave them women about $1,000 each. Maybe paid some of the other celebrities a little bit more to be on that show. And that was it. That was it. And a lot of people saw through that. They literally made that show like an episode of Real World. That's what it was. It was a reality show. It was a reality show. That's because that's what y'all like now. Y'all love reality shows. Y'all ain't even on the sitcoms no more like that. Y'all love reality shows. Y'all love drama. Y'all love messiness. Y'all have to understand, this is all messy. I don't want to watch it. I kind of feel like I need to watch it so I can get my thoughts on it. But 4 hours long, that's ridiculous, yo. That is crazy. To talk about stuff we already know. You know? I can literally watch the trailer and gauge everything I need to gauge from it. Because Kamal, and the way Kamal kind of talks about it, he's literally in the trailer talking about, oh, well, I don't know, I grew up on Cosby, I love Cosby, and I feel like we need to talk about, you know. I'm like, yo, bro, look, as much as I love R. Kelly, I love his music, Robert Kelly has a problem. Robert Kelly needs help. Robert Kelly also was done dirty because it seems like once he stopped paying everybody, that's when everybody had a motherfucking story. And I think if Robert Kelly goes to jail, everybody needs to go to jail. Period. So, with that said, I think Bill Cosby needs to be left alone. I don't want to, and I can't support any documentaries with Bill Cosby. I can't do it. I can't do it. Just like the Michael Jackson one. I didn't watch I haven't watched, and I will never watch Leaving Neverland. The Russell Simmons one, I didn't watch that one. You know what I'm saying? But Russell was smart. Russell got the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Russell said, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't about to do me. And he dipped. Because the way this culture is built, even if a man stands up and defend, like, I believe it was Tavis Smiley that defended himself, y'all still criticized him, no matter what. So if a man doesn't say anything about it, he's lying. If a man defends himself, oh, he's being so aggressive. Why are you being so aggressive? He's lying. That's just what it is. If he lays down and takes it, y'all like, why is he just not defending himself? Oh, he's guilty. If he defends himself, oh, he's defending himself. Why? He's guilty. So either way it goes, this society will believe a woman. I want to leave y'all with this. There's a movie called Janky Promoters with Ice Cube and what's his name? Mike Epps in it. There's a scene where one of the promoter meets a maid and he gets in a hotel room, and he's having sex with her. The manager opens the door to the room, which, by the way, no one should ever do. I've worked at Marriott hotels for like 3 years. That is a no-no. Nobody's going to, if you can hear someone in the room, you're not just going to open up the fucking door. But anyway, that's another movie. And she clearly sees her bent over and this dude standing on top of, on phone books, hitting her from the back. And she's like, are you being raped? And the girl was like, yes, he's raping me. But you're bent over. He's standing on motherfucking phone books. And y'all having sex. I remember everybody used to laugh at it. I didn't laugh at that. I didn't think that shit was funny at all. I thought that shit was disgusting. I think it was horrible. I didn't make a big deal out of it because, it was just a movie. But I felt like it was horrible and it makes men look bad. But for some reason, people think that shit's funny. Just like Stifler's mom. Everybody got a real kick out of this grown-ass woman. This woman playing a mom having sex with her teenage son's friends. Everyone got a kick out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it is what it is, man. But at the same time, I think with Bill Cosby, I think he just needs to be left the fuck alone. I will not be supporting Kamal Bell's project. And I have unfollowed him, and I've unfollowed pretty much anybody on that platform. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why can't y'all be like Questlove? This dude literally gave his opinion about R.Kelly, but he didn't participate in nobody's platform because he didn't need to. He didn't want to give that attention. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gonna keep doing this. Dr. Cosby he's been to jail. He's out. People get released from jail at old ages, y'all know. And here's the thing. Bill Cosby could have gone to jail earlier than that. Because remember, it wasn't about a month or so before he actually got released. They told him that if he participates in a sex program, which basically is him admitting guilt, that they'll let him out. So he was going to get out either way it goes. Y'all just want him to admit that he did something, and so y'all can feel better about yourself. But the man said he didn't do anything. So I respect it. That's what made me respect him more. Because anybody else would have been like, all right, I'll take the deal. I just want to get out of jail. He stood his ground. And he said he didn't do anything. So that's why I said, you know what? This man, I don't think he's guilty. Because anybody else would have got the fuck out of it. Because he had 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised if Bill Cosby ends up in another country. Like if he's making plans to leave the country. I wouldn't be surprised if Bill Cosby and his wife were getting ready to move somewhere like to Africa or something. And because they got enough money where they can do it. Go out there, hire them, find a doctor out there, find them a nice house they can live in and just live out the rest of his days in Africa and don't come back. Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised, because I wouldn't. But anyway, that's all I got for you. Let me know your thoughts on Cosby in the comments. Like, subscribe, share this video. I'll let you boy.